7 months ago, I decided to start a YouTube channel after a couple years of being nudged in this direction by my husband. Apart from Instagram, I really had no experience creating content for social media, and going from pics mostly taken on my iPhone to actually creating videos with effects on Premiere Pro threw me for quite the loop. I still really don't think I know what the heck I'm doing, to be honest. Whatever YouTuber says, you just need to put the content out there, and whether it's good or bad, it's better than nothing, and you will figure it out as you go. So over the past few months, I've been sort of figuring it out, but one thing is certain, I still barely know what I'm doing. And I have tons of unused garbage footage that I was thinking will never get to see the light of day. And then I was watching an episode of Colin and Samir, and they created the found footage challenge, and it made me think I should give it a go. The idea of the challenge is to go through all old footage and find something you have never used before and create a 1-minute video telling a story about it for Instagram. I decided to take it a step further and make a compilation of the YouTube content failures I have accumulated over the past few months to give you all an idea of how hard I am trying, but not yet quite succeeding. Maybe some of you are thinking to start a channel, maybe you already have. Sometimes it can be discouraging, but when the final product is ready, it's totally worth it most of the time. YouTube is way harder than other social media platforms like Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and so on. There's a lot of planning, filming, and editing that goes into creating each video, and never once have I created a single episode without any obstacles that make me question why I'm doing this or how strong my sanity levels must be to continue moving forward. I enjoy the process though, and if I get good enough or I'm likable enough for people to subscribe, it will all be worth it, because at the end of the day, it actually is a lot of fun. So now I will show off some of my past failed attempts at making some decent content to show you that sometimes you put in a lot of effort to create something you think will be great and it just doesn't work out. Like the time I finally hit 10,000 followers on Instagram and decided to swim 10,000 meters to celebrate. So I didn't get to make a video out of this, but I have plenty of swim footage just in case I am ever in need of some B-roll. Check out that flip turn. I got to practice this over 390 times that day because there were a few times I didn't flip turn, but that's still 390 something crunches basically. So not only did I possibly make my arms stronger that day, I also got myself a really good core workout and some valuable practice since that other video I made during my attempt to learn how to flip turn. And how about the day I decided to take my new Ventum Z out for her first ride? I was like, I'm going to do 100 miles to break her in and make it a super cool video about it. I should just mention, I thought this vlog would be way more interesting, but this ride is really boring. It's like 100 miles of nothing. I didn't even see another cyclist, which is probably because this ride is so boring. Who would want to do it? Well, at least I can say I got it done. Well, I will be able to if I finish. Not only was that ride insanely boring, it was my first attempt at riding with the GoPro ever. And although it seemed like it was in a good position, this was pretty much the footage I got from the entire day. So in line with the Ventum Z video I was supposed to make due to the fact I won that bike in an Amp Human Instagram giveaway, I also won the new Roka Maverick X2 wetsuit, so I decided I was going to make a comparison video for my old Roka Maverick so I could show the difference between the Maverick and the Maverick X2. Well, guess what? It was my first swim after 2 months of quarantine. My swim was slow and I didn't have an experienced videographer with me that day. So sorry for the headache footage, but I also got some cool still shots from the GoPro time-lapse I did out there instead of video like I thought I was doing. The fact I have no idea what I'm doing when it comes to using the GoPro was apparent in another time when I was going to make a super cool vlog when I did the Ironman VR12 race, which was a 70.3 distance. I even figured I would take you all for a little tour of the Strip, downtown Las Vegas, as I ran from my home to the Las Vegas sign, up the Strip, through downtown to get in my 13.1 mile run. Clearly that footage would give everyone a headache if I was using it for any other video rather than this YouTube fail video. And there were plenty of other times when I really questioned why I decided to do something in the first place. What was I thinking? Same thing I'm always thinking, nothing that makes sense. Sometimes I question my ability to make decisions. I wonder why I decide to do things like this. Just to create a video. Each idea always begins with the hope that I can either entertain an audience or provide at least a bit of value in some way. I promise to keep working on that. So what can we all gather from this video? YouTube is actually quite hard, and yes, there is a learning curve, especially when you have zero experience, but it's not impossible to learn, and there's so many great YouTube channels I like to follow that are teaching me the things I need to know. I will link those channels in the description so you can all subscribe to them if you're interested. And my birthday is on Saturday, so fingers crossed I will get an action camera with a bit better stabilization than the GoPro 7 for filming when I'm out on my insane adventures. So I suppose I will continue with these sometimes ridiculous challenges I set for myself. As long as I am careful, I shouldn't cause any serious harm to myself or others. And perhaps along the way, I will be able to pop out a decent video or two once in a while. But in the meantime, I can at least say I'm having fun trying, and I highly recommend it to everyone. YouTube is fun. Instagram made it possible for us all to become our own photographers. TikTok is making it possible for everyone to become great dancers. And YouTube is making it possible for everyone to become their own producer, director, and star of the show. So get out there and start creating, and perhaps you and I can collaborate someday. And if you're interested in seeing my 1-minute video for the found footage challenge, you can hop on over to my Instagram page and check it out there. And the competition ends July 20th, so if you're all interested in winning some cool prizes for your YouTube journey, then you should give it a go. I will also put the link in my description for the link to the Colin and Samir video with all the details. So good luck to you all until next time, and thanks for watching. Mwah.